Hey Sag, welcome to your April 2023 reading. As always, Sag, I hope you're doing well. We're gonna dig in. I pre-pulled, these cards already because I wanted to save time, but I have not seen them, so we'll see them together for the first time. I pulled a request from your spirit guides was to pull a self-care card for the month of April, and they asked me to read it and forget it, meaning that I will not channel what this message could be about. We will let you decide what this message means for you, okay? So let's see what your self-care message for April is, Sagittarius. Passion, okay? And it says, light up your life by honoring your deepest desires. All right, Sag. So that's your self-care message for the month of April. However, if Spirit aligns these messages to this, I will come back to that, okay? Let's see what these cards are. 55. Healing cocoon of light. Your angels come to you now and surround you in a healing cocoon made of light. You are protected, I'm hearing. Also, you have 55, which is a master number, right? And it's the numbers 55 or 5s are numbers of deep change, right? Changes that you may or may not want, okay? And 4, wow, you have a lot of spiritual energy here. Guiding light. In your darkest hour, you will find the light that will shine through and lead the way, all right? So Sag, your spirit team definitely for April wants you to know that you are protected. You are surrounded, you are guided, you are blocked in, but in a good way, meaning that you are covered from all sides, from all things. All right, Sag, so let's pull some tarot so I can get deeper into these messages for you. Sagittarius. Oh. Look at this. This popped out. The 7 of Wands. Literally, she's in a protected bubble. Whoa. We're going to pull these in a second. So we're going to put those to the side. Wow. Wow. I love you, Spirit. Oh, wow. All right. So let's see. For Sagittarius. For the month of April. What would you like them to know? Let's see. Oh my gosh, you are in a cocoon of protected light. 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. So you got 2 7s, and 7s are sevens are the number of, I'm sorry because I'm also getting another message, but we'll hold on to that. 7s are the number of spiritual guidance, of like a guardian angels, right? If you see 7s, you know that they're around, right? It's not just the ones like everyone says. It's also the 7s. The 3 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, wow, the 5 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. 2 10s here. At the bottom, we have the 2 of Swords. So Saggies out there. Okay, this could be a very simple message, but I won't oversimplify it and we'll see what else comes out. But what I'm hearing is that it could be simply, and I know Sagittarius gets the role of being the rebel and the person who takes risks and all that stuff. And that's true, but you're not just a Sag, right? You have probably other, not probably, you have other things in your natal chart, right? You could be a Cancer moon, a Cancer rising. You could have Virgo, you know, other signs that make up your big 3, right? Your sun, moon, rising. You could have a lot of water energy in your natal chart, right? Some grand trines and all that. So whatever it is, you're not just a Sag. So the reason why I say that is because you get portrayed as that, as someone who takes risks, and that's cool and that's true, But for you, for this, the Sagittarius that I'm reading for, it does feel like some of you have been overly protecting yourself, not taking enough risks, not putting yourself out there. Why? Only you know, right? However, I do feel like it's a fear of failure. It's a fear of making a decision and choosing wrong. You know, not wanting to see something, not maybe you need to be told that you're protected, right? Which is why this message came through. So you know that in April, if you have opportunities that you want to take advantage of, it's safe to do so. Others of you, you know, and I do feel like, you know, that a lot of you could be really afraid of taking a risk, because you even have like this energy of the Knight of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. And for some reason, I feel like these are conflicted energies. Some of you want to see the staircase before you take the step. You know, some of you want to know that the money is there before you do the job. Or some of you want to know that the education that you get is going to be worth it because you're going to make a lot of money when you graduate, right? Like you want guarantees, and you can't have guarantees. Hold on one second. I need to write that down because the reason why I'm writing that down is because I feel like that's your main message. So I might name your message this. However, and I didn't want to forget, you want a guarantee, and I feel like Spirit is saying that you don't get that. That's why they're there, because I know that there's awesome psychics out there. I'm a great psychic myself, and I can predict a lot of stuff. However, I still can't predict that things won't be rocky. I still can't predict that even when I see that things are going to be great for you, that they're not going to come with some savageries and things that, you know, curveballs and things are being thrown in your face that you weren't expecting, right? So the reason why we have spirit guides and guardian angels is to safeguard us, that even when we run into things that we don't want or things that we weren't expecting, we're still safeguarded. We're like a child inside of a crib. And I think that that's what you need to hear for you to step out on a limb, because I do feel like an opportunity is presented itself in April to bring you out into your fullness, and it's going to require faith and trust, right? I even feel like faith and trust should just be merged into one word somehow. If someone could figure out how to make that a one word and like put it in the dictionary, that'd be awesome, because I do feel like it goes hand in hand. You're not gonna see the results right away. Some of you are gonna have to step out and be like, you know what? I'm gonna end this job. I'm gonna end this relationship. I'm gonna end this contract. I'm gonna end this lease and go towards something new. Even though I fear that I might be in for a battle or in for something that I may not see coming, or I don't know the people over there. I don't know the climate. I don't know how I'm gonna be perceived. And that's okay. I think that's where the fun comes in, Sag, because, you know, the journey is the journey, right? Like when you get to the end of something, you get to the end, but the journey, the parts within the movie, right? I know some people hate reading the end of books because they hate endings. And some people go to the end of the book or go to the end of the movie or the show just so they can see the ending, because they can't stand not knowing how it ends. And for you, I feel like you are fearful of how it's going to end, and you are trying to skip ahead. Maybe that's why you're watching a lot of tarot, because you're trying to see before you do, and it's the opposite. You're gonna have to do and then you see. Let's see what these energies are for you, what you're manifesting. Whoa. When I tell you the synchronicities on this channel is real, it is real. You have the energy of spirit guide. You're protected, Sag. Please don't be afraid in the month of April, and peace. Which is the energy for me is the Archangel of Michael and Raphael and all of our archangels, right? That energy of like, oh man, like I know that I'm protected. Even if I fall off this cliff, there's gonna be like a rope to catch me, or someone to catch me down there. You're gonna have to take a risk here in April, regarding coming out of a cocoon. Maybe some of you have been working from home, or some of you have been doing things a certain way for so long, and this change feels drastic. It feels like coming from Jamaica to Boston in the middle of the winter, right? Like, and that feeling of like, whoa, it's freaking cold. It's not, where's the warm climate? That is the kind of shift I feel like. You're going from really, really tropic weather to really, really blizzards in the middle of the winter. But it's not because it's literal, you're out there in the cold, but because things are just shifting for you. Things are changing for you. And this is your time to embrace it here, Sag, in April. I really feel like you're going to have to, and you know what's funny I'm hearing is that this is not like a bad opportunity. This is something that's bloody, like really fantastic, but you are afraid of the risks involved, right? You know what the Five of Swords sometimes gives me? It's like the gambler or the person in the stock market, or the person who's investing in a home for the first time. You're like, what the hell did I just sign up for? I just signed 38 pages and I have this house, and now what the hell am I in for, right? I got plumbing, I got this, right? It's like that feeling of like, it's a great thing. I just bought my first house, but also I got all these new bills that I didn't have when I just lived in an apartment, right? So everything good comes with some form of risk taking or new, energy where you're going to have to get familiar. You're going to have to get acclimated. Okay. All right, so let's see what your final messages are for April. We have, gratefully, I surrender my struggle. Wow, yeah. And this is what this April energy is about for you, is surrendering and trusting and giving the divine, the true fear, the fear that you feel, give it to spirit. They can handle it. That's what they're there for. Utilize them more, right? And you have, I have power and it is real. A full moon. We have a full moon in Libra in April and a new moon in Aries again. So keep in mind of those dates, because you could be doing some rituals around that time, really stepping into your power. Also, because you have 2 10s here, it does, and a full moon is about endings and new beginnings. You could be, the full moon could be where something ends for you and a new thing begins, okay? And we have the dark moon. I let go, I release, I am within my perfect possibility. Yes, another energy of surrendering and trusting in spirit. You have nothing to fear here, Sag. Only if you feel fear, or if you feel if you feel the fear, it's because you're not trusting, right? So if you feel the fear, let that be a signal to your brain to lean in, to trust, to say more prayers, to do more affirmations, to do more journal prompts, because your fear